Has the time come to tell your children you're getting a divorce? Hi, I'm Simon Dippenaar and I'm a family lawyer. I've supported many families through this difficult period. If you and your spouse are considering divorce, it may be a long process between the initial discussion and the final decision. The time will come when you have to break the news to them. I came across an article recently that contains some good advice for divorcing parents. Most of it is common sense, but at times of high emotion, we can overlook the obvious. I'm going to share these tips with you as well as a few of my own I've learned from years of experience with divorcing couples. Now, whether the atmosphere at home has been tense or you have kept up the pretense that everything is fine, eventually you'll have to sit your kids down and tell them you're getting divorced. This news is never easy for a child to hear, but how you tell them is critical to how they cope with the news. Often children, especially older ones, know something is wrong. It can be a relief to finally know the score, but it's still important to tell them in the right way. Children need time to adjust to a major change in their lives, and the issues that concern them may not be the things you expect. For example, the family pets may be the least of your concerns right now, but your child may be worried they will be separated from Rover. It's important to give your child time to absorb the information and ask any questions they may have. This process may not, in fact probably won't happen all at once. When and where you tell your children is vital. Plan to tell them at a time when you will all be together, such as a weekend. If possible, you and your spouse should tell them together. This will help the child understand it is a shared decision and may prevent parental alienation. In some situations, this may not be viable, for example, if the other parent has absconded, but it should be done jointly if possible. Don't do it right at bedtime when fatigue can make the news harder to hear and possibly disturb the child's sleep. Don't do it when they are about to leave for school or a play date or you are about to go to work. Put the time aside and ensure their privacy. Don't do it in public or when friends are around. This may sound obvious, but some parents may be tempted to choose a situation when the child's attention can be deflected. It's understandable, but ignores the child's need to and right to grieve and be angry. What and how you tell your children will depend a lot, obviously, on their age. Younger children may need less information. Older children are likely to have more questions, but you are entitled to your privacy. You don't have to give your reasons and you certainly shouldn't allocate blame. If there are difficult circumstances, for instance, the child has witnessed domestic violence, you may need to modify your answers. But experts advise that you must use discretion and forgiveness and avoid accusations. You and your partner should discuss the parenting plan in advance of telling the children. They'll have questions about where they live, how often they'll see each parent, whether they'll have to change schools, and you should have these answers ready. Whatever you do, don't lie. If you generally can't answer a question because you haven't worked out all the details, say that. And reassure them that you keep communicating with them as you figure things out. Most importantly, emphasize that you both love them and don't stop being their mommy and daddy. Stress that the divorce is not their fault, a common feeling among children of divorcing parents. Sometimes divorce allows all parties to move forward with their lives, including the children. If you want to discuss your divorce and parenting options, you can give us a call on 086 099 5146.